years.
Surely not. Not liking that. Not liking that at all. All my life. Where we go on it. Tell me where we go from here. Oh, I clicked valid Twitch link. I didn't mean to. Ooh, yikes.
Whisper secrets told many moons ago. So listen, baby, so old, everything we own. Not for plastic gold, all the more you know.
There you go.
So listen, baby, right here is
Where we gotta be. I'll be just waiting endlessly. Right here is waiting on the beat. Oh, baby, with me. Oh, baby, with me. I'm gonna be here all my life. I'm waiting on you. Gonna be surprised.
so tell me where we
Go from here. Tell me where we go from here. We go to Twitter. There you go. The tweet is out. The information is out there. Hello, Wisp. I've done pretty much all of I needed.
Don't wanna be here all my life, sat waiting on you. Don't wanna be surprised, so tell me where we go from.
Alright, lads.
Tell me where
We're here. Hopefully properly this time.
Don't wanna be here all my life, sat
No endless buffering, copium, hopium. Hopium? No. Prage. Prage is the correct response to this one.
tell me where
This is Prage for us today, chat. Prage. Any Prages in chat? It's spelled like pray with a G at the end. Prage. Prage for our quality kings. Like, it's a bit wobbly, and I'm not liking that. I'm not liking that. Ba, 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 da, 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 da. Hi, Leo! Hello. I'll be waiting endlessly. Oh, baby, with me. Oh, baby, with me. Oh, baby, with me. Hello. I don't know why, but I've gotten super addicted to doing Pixel Network at the moment. Thank God you're streaming. I was so bored. I'm glad. I hope the tech issues are not as terrible as they've been. Because apparently it was like a Twitch-wide thing. I was checking the Twitch Twitter account, and I was like, surely, and apparently it was like a big thing, so that was annoying. But I did do a little bit of a Discord stream. I know, a rarity. This man does not do that frequently. So we've done a bit of progress, as you can see right now. I'll show it off. So we finished the floor. We decided to go with concrete instead of calcite because it's easier to get. We made this kitchen part area, and we made basically like the foyer, or like the lobby, I guess, of the house. So you come in, you got some storage. It's not sorted yet, it's just thrown in. You've got a little couch or a sofa. You've got this clock with our one disc on top because well, the clocks in this texture pack are like you know, its own clock. Like, it doesn't look like the clock in vanilla Minecraft. So we made a slight alteration to this. My eyes are pretty poggers. Also, it's just not reflecting anything properly in time, but we're just not going to talk about it. So we did that, and we also made a second cupboard here. It's a bit blocked off, but here in the kitchen, which is going to be like our food and other stuff, right? And we have a little seating area, but the only thing's missing, and we have part of the roof done. Not all of it, because we need a lot more copper for that. But I also need to change something about the overlay, because we have in fact banned the person who was you know, discovered to be a plagiarist of art. We don't support that, kings. So they have been done. So gotta reflect the current follower amount accurately. Hold on, chat. We'll fix that real quick. I didn't do that beforehand because it didn't update yet. There you go. Now it's updated. correct amount. We don't want that in the community. If it was a new member, if you're wondering what I'm talking about, a while ago I did a bit of React Andying on stream and asked chat to send links in, and someone came new to the community, literally that stream, and like pretended they had done a bunch of really cool animations, but it turned out that they had just stolen a bunch of animations from other creators and you know, tried to pass them off as their own. So that was kind of messed up, and since they weren't an established member and have literally not engaged in the community at all since, hi James, we made the executive decision as the mod team and myself that, well, a ban was in order. I mean, they can try like an appeal and apologize at some point if they wanted to, but like at that point I'm just kind of like a bit ambivalent about it, you know what I mean, chat? You know, I'm not that attached. Also, my dog. And, oh yes, big things. So we got an enchantment table, finally. We don't have enough levels. I'm waiting to get a level 30 enchantment on my pickaxe right here. And I'm very excited for that. I'm very excited. We are working hard. We also went to the nether. As you can see, we have our little portal. So I'm thinking we could make our portal look nice. How about that, chat? You on board with me on that front? I'm gonna make myself a new axe, however, because this is my silk touch one, and I kind of don't want to like waste it. So also we need to finish like the interior of the house. So at the moment I'm accessing this stuff from the back because I can't really see too much in the front. So we've got that. Putting that in here. I'm gonna put that in here also. And there's our shears. We should have our shears on us actually. There you go. How is everyone's... Oh, and my shield. I'm gonna put that away. How's everyone's day been going? My day's been really nice. Like, my family came home from holiday finally, so that's been good. I tried to screw in a lamp in the ceiling. It didn't work. It frustrated me immensely, but it was fine. And then I got kind of distracted by watching Prrp SMP, you know, as you do. And also, I put out a new video today, chat. If you were here, one of the few esteemed members of the community who were in the Discord stream yesterday, I said a bunch of stuff about my new upcoming project, which is like 100 days of modded Minecraft. And I talked a bunch about it because I'm super, super excited, and I've basically got everything set up already for it to start. So if you're wondering what that would be, it would be like those videos you see where people do 100 days of Minecraft, but it would be a series we stream, and then I edit it down to, you know, for YouTube, right? What was I trying to do as well? I forgot. Oh yeah, make myself a new axe. Where's my iron? My iron should be in here, right? Surely, yeah. We're making ourselves an axe, and 3, there you go. My day's gone well. I made myself pepperoni pizza rolls earlier. That sounds rather delicious. There you go. We're getting an axe, because I'm thinking we'll make our portal look a bit nicer, because at the moment it's a little bit, well, scuffed, to say it mildly. So let's do that while we chat, kings. And later we'll do a bit of one shot as well. I don't know if we'll finish the game, probably not. Like, I like the game a lot, but at the moment I'm just kind of like vibing to Minecraft, and I already started a bit later than I intended to, so I don't know if we'll do one shot today. We'll try though, kings. We'll always try. What do I not need? I've got like a full inventory. Okay, hold on. Let me drop off some stuff, because we can't build very well if we've got our inventory filled with stuff that we don't need at the moment. So let me. This is like the stone. Yeah, put that in here. Surely. We put that here as well. This is like the wood section. We put some of that in there. The doors, some more wood, other wood, more wood. Yeah. Surely, kings. There you go. Now we've got a bit of space in our inventory yet again. So that's nice. I'm liking that. There you go. I'm just going to put that here for now, because we don't really need 2 buckets of water in our inventory, do we now? So alas, let's make a little bit of a thing for the portal, because it's looking a tad rough, not gonna lie. Looking looking a little bit rough. Oh, there's a fella. That's not quite good, is it? Alright, so we've freed the portal from the surrounding trees. So far, so good. This guy can just kind of vibe, I guess. You know, I don't mind. We're gonna free this area from the dirt, because I'm thinking we can make it look like a little geode, you know? Do you see my vision there, chat? Like, my thought is, we'll get rid of the corner blocks here, so it's like kind of a circle-ish, and then we'll make like white concrete around it, and then we'll do like a grey block, so it looks like a geode that you go into to get to the nether. I think that's kind of a cool idea. I don't know. Oh, I also didn't finish that. Whoops. And meanwhile, we're aging the copper so we can finish off the copper roof. And also try to do the interior as well. Oh, the heating is just turned on. Ah, because I was freezing today, chat. I forgot I turned the heating up. And I was sitting here like, man, why am I cold? And then I looked and I was like, oh yeah, makes sense. Makes sense, you know. Kind of makes sense if you turn off the heating. Where was I? Oh, yes. We wanted some concrete. So I think we still have some of the materials we need. Yes, we have sand. We have gravel. And surely we still have some bone meal someplace. Yes. No, why die even? Since we're gonna use white concrete instead of calcite for this, because well, ain't nobody got the money for this, man. Oh, well, ain't nobody got the exploration experience to find a geode real quick. And apparently no one is selling it in the shopping district. What a rude coincidence. Chatters. Alas, chatters. So I tried to do DIY. Oh yes, a video! I forgot. I distracted myself horrifically. So anyways, I told the chatters who were in the Discord stream, which if you weren't, don't worry, you didn't really miss that much. I did it because Twitch was screwing up and it wouldn't let me go live without buffering myself to death. So because I was already like in the mindset of like, oh, I want to stream. I just, you know, I directed everyone to the Discord. But if you weren't there in the first like few minutes of the stream, you wouldn't have known that. So that's all right, Kings. Don't worry. I showed off basically what I've done, which was mostly a bit of interior work and a bit of chatting. Just very intense gushing about my new project. But yes, when I was gushing to everyone about, you know, I want to try and make the concrete, if you're wondering. Let me go. Oh, we don't have a pickaxe on us. Hold on. I'm gonna make myself a secondary pickaxe as well, because we do have a golden pickaxe, but you know, it does have Unbreaking 3, but that doesn't really mean a lot, you know what I mean? Like, realistically, it doesn't really mean anything. I mean, you know. Do I need to keep it, though? That's the question. There's not really a use for it, so I guess we'll use it. You know, we'll use it now. I'm just making some concrete kings. Let me go to the water. Water time. So when I was gushing to everyone, I was saying, right, how excited I am for this series, because I've been meaning to do a single-player Minecraft experience for a long time, and I set it all up myself. Like, it's a unique mod pack that I put together painstakingly with like 10 hours of work. And like, I'm super excited. There's gonna be like content in there that I don't think you've seen in a lot of people's like modded content. It is more like a vanilla plus kind of chill vibes, less than, you know, crazy tech or anything. So let me do some concrete making real quick. And I put a lot of work into it because I'm so excited about it, you know. But I also said to myself, right, like, I want this to have longevity, so I will be making the VODs of the series into like a YouTube series, right? So edited and everything, thus ensuring kind of that it has a lot longer of a shelf life, if that makes sense. While I am a massive fan of like YouTube in terms of how much it increases the public's imagination, right? In that sense. Okay, I may have just absolutely talked shit, Kings, but you know what I mean, right? Surely. It's kind of just like that if something is only on Twitch and there's like only really long VODs and not really accessible content, there's less people who will get as interested or invested into like a series, I feel like. Even SMPs, for example, that are primarily Twitch run, people like usually do make some YouTube content out of it. Anyways, you know, I'm not reinventing the wheel here. I'm not, hold on. Why am I getting tagged and shit? Don't tag me, SMH. I should start turning off tags that are like general tags and not tags specifically directed at me because I keep getting confused. Oh, that looks pretty. I was trying to think of which block to use except the concrete, because we got the concrete to be like the calcite, but then you have like the what's it? You know which block I mean? Like the dark block around. Is it tough? It's not tough. It's what is that block? It's not basalt. You know what I mean, chat. Is it basalt? I don't know. You know, the dark block around like a geode, right? So I'm thinking which block we could use as a second, like a replacement block. I'm thinking we could just use some deep slate. I think we have that at home. Home. Let me use TP home real quick. Anyway, I was saying, because we have a bunch of variants. So when I came up with my whole concept of like, oh, I really would love to do this series, right? And I was starting to think about it. I really wanted to be a YouTube thing, but I am, let's say, not really a YouTuber most of the time. I'm much more of a Twitch streamer. And yeah, where's my stone cutter? It should be outside, right? Surely it's outside. Because I want to make a gazebo as well for like the enchantment area, because it's just kind of outside. I'm thinking, which block do you need for a geode? Realistically, just the normal one, or maybe the polished? Surely, do we have the polished? Or is the polished one like in the what's am I looking for? Jesus, the polished one is like in the furnace, right? Surely, not the smoker, not the blast furnace, the normal furnace. Surely, yeah, normal deep slate, right? I'm just gonna use some wood, I guess. Can't be asked to get coal. There you go. Let's put that in here. There you go. There you go. All right, so we're getting that prepped. We're getting that prepped. Oh, that didn't actually use up that much. I mean, it did, but like. We're gonna ignore it. We're gonna ignore it, chatters. We're gonna ignore it. Anyways, back to my point there. I'm trying to both be acting as you know, telling you boys stuff while also doing stuff and not just running around Minecraft. But sometimes you gotta run around in Minecraft to have fun. Let's do some farming, kings. There you go. Also, like once we're done with the house, the next step is like doing the farm area, because I've got this whole design for little farm bits around the house, and I think it's very cool. So we're gonna do that as well once we're done. But I want to be done with the house first. That's my thing, and maybe like the adjacent buildings. There you go. We're getting ourselves some carrots. There we go, and then the final bit, some potatoes. There we go. Then let's go over to our various farm animals and breed them up a little bit more. We're very good at the food front as well. Like, we have not really a food shortage anymore, which is very lovely. Mostly due to a very kind donation by one of the other server members of pink donuts. We've been surviving. They are ridiculously overpowered. They fill like your entire like hunger feel immediately, and it's kind of funny. So let's breed up some sheep also, and some pigs. Like the pigs, they've been having a fun time because carrots grow faster than wheat does. Also, my axolotl called Teddy, that's just in there. He's just there, you know, he's just vibing. My dog doesn't have a name though because, well, we don't have name tags. I could buy one, but I am a lazy guy sometimes. Sometimes I am a bit lazy. The food should be down here. Yes, the food is also down here. There you go. Let's put that there. And some wheat as well. This is not sorted at the moment. And the potatoes and the smoker as they should be. But I do kind of have not a lot of coal, do I? Like, I just don't like mining in this server. I just don't want to mine. I just want to live my little life without having to mine. So we're going to just avoid that as much as possible. Also, wait, where's my solemn duty is to chop down, well, not to chop down, to mine down the 2 spare bits of obsidian that I put there in the bottom corners, so we can make the little geode look cool. So it's gonna be like half submerged in the ground, and yeah, no, I think it's cool. It's not the most unique portal idea, but like, do I care? No. Do I care? Absolutely not. Alas, back to my talking about of series kind of shenanigans. So, anyways, saying that I'm very excited for this new series. So excited, in fact, that I don't really want to wait too long to start it. Right? I think that makes sense. Surely that makes sense to you guys, right? That if I'm very excited and most of the planning's already done, I want to start soon. But I was like, okay, I told myself and I told everyone yesterday as well when I was telling the story in the... where's the obsidian? There you go. Let me put that here. When I was telling everyone in the Discord stream about this. That... Oh, that was stupid. Oh, I forgot that gold can't mine that. Sorry, chat, I was dumb. Did a dummy bit, because I'm trying to protect my unenchanted diamond pickaxe that I didn't even craft myself, because I can't seem to find diamonds at all here. Strange times. So yeah, where's the blocks I wanted to use? This block, and then we're waiting for the other block. But this one we can already do. Surely we can already do this. Oh, it does like a weird texture thing. Oh, that's annoying. Well, we just gotta cope with it, I guess. Until we actually find calcite. So it's like this, and if I may... get rid of that. And do this. Did you see my vision there, chatters? Do you see the vision? So, back to this. My god, I'm very scatterbrained, kings. I'm sorry. Don't know why happened. I'll be back in a few minutes. Need to make food. Alright, I'll wait with my shenanigans then. Oh well, yeah. A little bit of cozy times. Ba. So let's see if I need to have like the other, like not the golden pickaxe. So I'm just gonna make an iron one because I think iron you can mine copper. Pain. The pain. Oh, I still do have a. Oh, I do have a wasted name tag. My gosh. I need to get used to the new location. I keep running to the old location. Like a not particularly planned out fella. Alright, where is the block? My guy, there you go. I think that's fine as well. I don't think we really need that much. I think 35 will be perfectly fine. Deep slate. There you go. So we go over here, we have this whole concept of the geode. So I'm just gonna make it like this. And then go like here, like this. Alright, I'm building. Did you see, chat? Isn't that kind of cool? Isn't that kind of swish of me to build it like that? I'll build like one block lower here, and then like go around the side, there you go, and then do like there, and like there you go. I think that's quite cool, right? Do you see my vision here, kings? So we'll do a bit of a path. Rid of the flower. Oh, I broke my shovel. Sadging, the shovel has been broken. So, new shovel time. We only have a gold shovel, and that one, as we know, is stupid. We don't like gold shovels. Gold shovels are annoying. Oh, I need a stick. There you go. Poggers, we got a shovel on the go. So yeah, making a rough path that leads up to like a house up here. There you go. go. So kind of do this, and then do this, and have it be like here, and here as well. There you go. And then 2 bits here. Ta-da! So we got our little path that connects up our house up here, and I want to do it like a bit wider here. There you go. Our house up here, nice, with the double doors, plus our new portal. Looking pretty cool, I think. Ah. Yes, yes, I like that. I like that a lot. I like that a fair amount, if you will. I'm gonna eat this apple. 'Cause, man, these pink donuts, they don't really, like, they're good, but, like, they're exactly what I'm not, like, the biggest fan of in specific bits of modded stuff, where it just feels like you make it too easy, you know? You make it too easy. In some sense. Like, having one food that I now have loads of that basically fills my entire hunger bar with one item is a little bit OP, but we're just gonna ignore it, because at the moment I don't mind not starving, you know? Just being real with you there. It's quite nice not to starve. It is. I hope you're doing well as well, chatters. I hope you are doing rather well. But yeah, as you can see, the house is coming along. We can start moving some stuff, I think. Because we do have a little bit of so I'm gonna do like a transport vibe. I'm trying to think. I'm thinking that we have one of these is like food. Like, one of these at the moment has tools in it, which is kind of a waste. So my thought process is, how about I add, where's the chest? How about I make this one not be the tool chest, but instead like the nature chest? Because that kind of fits with the whole idea of, like, you know, the kitchen, sort of. Not really, but like it kind of makes sense. This is also where the anvil went. I forgot it did. So I'm just gonna put all of these lads up there. These fellas. Where'd I put the stoners? Oh, there's already chests here. Never mind. I'll put that there. I'll put that there. The concrete, some sand, gravel, dirt as well. There's also one random piston I just carry around for the lulz. And I'm just gonna put that there. There you go. Nice. Nicely done. There you go. So all we need is where to put the chest? Yes. So I want like this temporarily goes here, because I'm thinking, right, I'm gonna put a wardrobe in my bedroom, and that is where I'm gonna keep like all of my armor and tools and stuff, instead of putting them in the kitchen. I'm back in yellow's amazing. Thank you. I waited specifically until you're back to tell stuff inside. Look, the portal. We've done the portal now. I think it looks cool. You know, not as cool as it would be with calcite here, but we can eventually replace that. We can eventually replace that once we find some calcite. But I'm not having a lot of luck on geodes. Oh wait, where was I? There we go. Let me go back outside, because we were moving our resources from outside inside, because they're kind of, you know, they're not meant to be outside of the house. They're just at the moment, because I haven't had time to move them. So there you go. That's all the mushroom blocks, and now we're gonna move on to like the lush cave stuff I basically got for later decoration around the house. So I'm gonna make it look all nice and everything. But yes. So anyways, I was going on about the new series and everything, and where my head's at with that, and that I do think it'll be amazing and everything, and also that I want it to be like myself. Okay, I will start up, at least do like a little bit of One Block Skyblock, at least one episode of One Block Skyblock on YouTube, fully like edited and everything, before I start a new series. And it's gonna be like another, like, even like, let's say you take the least amount of potential time, and it's still at least 15 or 16 hours, because it's 100 days in Minecraft, right? It depends on if you go to sleep, like, after, you know, if you're awake at night or not, how long it is, really. So, with that in mind, I was like, okay, I've had One Block Skyblock, we played the entire game mode, finished the game, and, it's like a lot of footage, and I wanted to make a YouTube video series out of it, and I'm very excited that we did actually do what I set out to do. I talked about it literally yesterday, and if you go to YouTube on my like edited video channel, there's a new video out called Minecraft, but you only get one block, I think is the title I chose. Let me go, because I am poor with my memory. Minecraft, but you only have one block, yeah. That's the new video, Kings. That is how the series is gonna be like. It's 12 minutes long. It has like a proper YouTuber intro with like talking in F5, and like it's very nice. It's not like super crazily edited. It's just like basically condensed with a few little bits in there. But if you want to support me, I'd really appreciate if you could like watch that series and show me, you know, that it's gonna be worth it, putting a lot of effort into that. I think it's a very, very fun thing, and considering I had a lot of fun playing One Block Skyblock, but it was also a really long series. It's like 24 hours or so of footage, which obviously doesn't mean it's the greatest to be rewatched in VODs, so this series will not be uploaded as VODs at all. I will keep the VODs, don't worry, Kings, they're not gonna disappear, but as it stands, I see it as having a better future if I only have the edited videos uploaded instead of also the VODs. So if you liked One Block Skyblock, or you wanted to get into it but you just kind of missed the train, or you felt like it was a lot of time, like, please watch the edited series. I think it does its the most justice as possible. With it's very like understated. It's sort of who does, you know, I'm trying to think who this matches, because it's not really the classic meta, because there isn't like any replay footage in there. There's no time lapses, which for One Block Skyblock I feel like isn't that important, because I didn't do that much building in like one get-go. Like, the person whose series is sort of similar to the way I'm doing the One Block Skyblock series on YouTube is Gemini Tay. I don't know if any of you guys have ever watched her like One Block Skyblock series, but that's the sort of way I want to go about it, where it's not very edited. I'm not putting a lot of crazy new footage in. I'm basically working with the footage I already did on stream, if that makes sense. So that's the way I want to go about it. But for the 100 days of modded Minecraft video, I will ask a few of my friends, because I've never done this before, but I'm planning to, unless my system doesn't allow, but like, hopefully so, to actually have replay footage of the 100 Days series in the 100 Days series. So I'd be recording in mind. I think, have we done everything in this chest? Yeah, nice. We've finally emptied out the final chest outside of the house. That, oh god damn it. I keep doing that! It's not meant to do that. Gosh damn it. Let me get one block here. There you go. Now it's fine, now it's fine. So we finally cleaned up most of this. We've got the portal done. That's nice, in it. And the only thing we need is like the interior and the roof, and then we have the gardens. And also the gazebo, but like... Also, why do I have 2 grindstones? I have another one in my chest, I just realized. So yeah, but I'm very excited, so I'm gonna do my very best to get the One Block, since now I've got like a system down and everything. I'm gonna work really hard on the One Block Skyblock stuff. I don't even know how many episodes it's gonna end up being. I used up about roughly half, is maybe even too much, but the first video isn't the first stream, by the way, chat, if you're wondering, for the behind the scenes thought process on this. The first video is, as I mentioned, 12 minutes long, but it's obviously it's like condensed, but it is not as condensed as you think. It's not like one video per stream. It'll probably be depending on how much happens, because in the first episode, like, a lot of like foundational stuff happens that I wanted to show, and I always go with like what feels, you know, fits the flow well and everything, if you're wondering on editing sides. But I don't really know how many episodes it's gonna be, so we'll just go as we go. But as I mentioned, I wanted to start off the One Block Skyblock YouTube series, like of edited videos, before starting the 100 Days series, but I wasn't saying I'm gonna finish the One Block series before even starting the 100 Days one. I'm too excited to wait for that, because editing obviously takes us a lot longer than just, well, playing Minecraft on stream does. So on that sense, oh my gosh, I'm gonna just chop down a few trees. I don't know, I'm gonna free up some area here. There we go. It's just so darn satisfying, you know? It's just so darn satisfying to look at. There you go. Now we've got like, oh, this one hasn't been properly chopped. Let me look. There you go. That was like when my axe was losing durability and it didn't have enough to chop it in one little fell swoop. Alas, got a lot of more wood, also a bit more free space. It's coming along, this little area. I'm liking it. I'm liking it a fair amount. Alright, what I need now is to make some more roof bits. Let's see if we have enough to make a bit of an impact here. Let me go over here and do some crafting and see. Hello Kai, how are you doing today, my friend? I hope you're doing well. We're playing a little bit of more pixel at work while I talk about projects. Yes, hello. Oh, these are already waxed. I forgot. I was like, huh? Why do these not stack? What the heck has happened? What has happened in the House of Commons? There you go. There you go. We have a little bit of stuff again. We unfortunately don't have enough properly oxidized copper because I accidentally destroyed a block by mining it with a golden pickaxe instead of an iron one. Whoops. I'm waiting to get that one's oxidized fully. I'm waiting to get like one set of stairs. Hold on, I just need like one more block. Well, actually I need a lot more, but it's fine. Finally the copper's oxidized. Well, some of it isn't yet. Pain. But we do have a bit of these stairs, so we can use those on top of the roof. Let's go. Cat jamming, yes! Oh, this one's oxidized. Nice. So making progress. We have 5. Okay, poggers. We can make this, meaning we can oxidize this. Well, wax. We're almost out of wax. And then craft some bits, some stairs. Let's go. Nice. So, I'm gonna try. Oh, this one's also oxidized. Damn. They go fast. They really do go fast. I just jump about a bit and they oxidize immediately. So I have like a lot of excitement for this new series, and I'm going to do my best to be quite speedy with the one block videos. Oh, I also forgot we need some full blocks sometimes. Yeah, this block here. So I'm doing like, so I'll do this, this, one here, here, and here, exposed. Oh, these are not waxed. Questions. There you go. I'm putting that in there. No, I don't want that here. I don't want that there. No. Yep, I picked it up. I put that here. And I'll put that here. And that'll wax itself. Oh wait, hold on. Can I do this? Yep. All right. There you go. I wish you get the wax out achievement if you'd crafted it in your inventory as well. I'm glad to see you boys couch jumping. It is a banging song. This is Song of Storm's lo-fi remix. So yes. I will do my very best to get as many episodes of One Block Skyblock out as fast as I can, but I'm not gonna wait with the 100-day series, you know, until I've uploaded every One Block Skyblock series, because that's gonna take a little bit. And I'm too excited, and I have settled on a skin for now. I will probably start with this series. Again, I need to ask on replay mod advice from like a few of my friends who have experience with this. Where do you view the Prrp SMP later, because I've been on it every day for the past 2 weeks. I was on it all the time. I'm still so confused. Oh, no worries. I just, at the moment, like, a bunch of people are kind of busy. For example, it was Leo's birthday. Like, recently people are going to music gigs and everything. Toby's been busy. And I've just played a lot more Pixel Network recently rather than Prrp SMP. Which, I love Prrp SMP, don't get me wrong. But, like, I've been on this SMP for a while and I had made little progress. And I'm now excited to get progress done. So, I'll be on soon. Probably this week. I'm trying to, like, basically for me, right? If you have a lot of different projects going on at the same time and you're excited for stuff, I want to try and balance it so I feel like I'm still doing all the things I need to do without, like, feeling really... Oh, you've been stuck playing those. Oh, that makes sense, James. James is usually on, like, all the time. So we've got almost, like, a third of the roof done, I think, at this point. So that's quite nice. I don't really want to do interior design, though. Try to think of what I want to do, because I don't really want to switch to non-Minecraft yet, but I don't really... We could jump on Prrp SMP now. Oh no, everything's fine. I was just confused, like something ain't working. Oh, like, no, people probably just were busy. I can jump on for a bit now. We'll just switch Minecraft versions. We can do that. SMPing. Yes. This looks like a different word, but we're just gonna ignore that. There you go. I just need to, like, start up a different Minecraft version. Because this is 1.19.2. What is Prrp SMP? Prrp SMP is, well, an SMP I'm on. It's actually, I'd say I've been considering it my main SMP for about 6+ months. Simping, yes. No, SMPing! I meant SMPing. It does say SMPing as well. Let me do my thing where I need to get this going away and get the game capture running for video game. So I need to, like, switch to a different Minecraft version and a different Minecraft skin, because Prrp SMP is 1.19. So if you're wondering, Prrp SMP is basically my friend Toby's SMP. It has it's a relatively vanilla one, except it has, like, factions, like towns, and I'm part of a country called New Australia, and I am mayor of a town called Adelaide that is in New Australia. It's a fun little SMP. I do a lot of building and playing on there, and yeah, it's quite nice. I just need to start up the craft. There you go. The craft is starting up. So, right, the way it goes with me and my brain and my life basically is I try to strike with, I was streaming as well, I try to strike a balance between doing all the things I need to do and not feeling or feel like I need or want to do, and not feeling like I'm caged into, like, specific patterns or anything, because then I just feel like, I don't know. So since I have a lot of different projects, I have exhausted them and studying on it. No worries, you don't need to jump on as well. I'm just gonna jump on. By the way, I abandoned the frogs. I could be asked. Like, I logged in earlier today and I was just like, I tried, like, taking them by flight, but, like, I was too fast. and I just can't be asked. I'll do it another day. Maybe I can ask Max to help me, because Max lives near Froggy, which is where we found the frogs. And I just couldn't be asked to transport mobs again. Especially for... I only really care about the frogs for breeding, like for the lights. Not really to have a pet on the server. I already have enough pets. Like, yeah. This is like a very late stage kind of SMP in that sense. Oh, this one's oxidized. Nice. Where you've got like top tier gear and everything. Like, you're already relatively advanced. Well, relatively. You're basically max advancement. Did you finish one shot though? I'm just asking. No, I was planning to do a bit more on that today. Because we got apparently this part where you have to like replay the game again. And I'm like, man. I like this game and I understand it's like an optional thing. But now I'm kind of like invested. And it's like, I've severely underestimated the game's play length. Because when I researched One Shot, right? It said it was... I didn't know what this one was called. Which one? This SMP. That's Prrp SMP. Yeah, you could move the tadpoles using a bucket. I didn't find any tadpoles. But that's a good shout. I'll get some tadpoles instead, maybe. That's easier. But where was I? Well, let's mine this copper ore, I guess. Back to One Shot. Anyways, I got sort of to the point where, like, I researched and screwed One Shot, although it's an amazing game. It is a really cool game. Like, again, oh, jeez. I really like that game. But when I researched it, it said it was 4.5 hours for, like, the main game, which was absolutely not true, because even, like, the first bit of the game, it took me a lot longer. And also, but even then, like, we got to the point where it's like, oh, now we're basically meta gaming, doing, like, an Undertale kind of vibe, or... Doki Doki Literature Club, where we are kind of interacting with the game outside the game and doing like another playthrough, but some bits are different. And yeah, it just takes a long time, like a really long time. I've played like 5-6 hours of that game and I expected it to be 4.5. You gotta breed them using slime and they lay them in some water. Alright, we'll take slime up with us next time we go. But I just want to run around and chat, Kings. I don't know, I'm in a chatty mood. I do face cam, but I'm tired. Oh well, I could actually, hold on, chat. I might give you a treat. What? But we'd go out of Minecraft then. Because I'm not really doing anything, I'm just running around like a maniac. I don't know what happened, Kings. I was just kind of chilling. I wish frogs would not be able to jump over everything. Yeah, hold on, let's get this copper. Looks so different without texture pack OMG. Yeah. It does look very different based. I have like a... That's also another thing that's going to be different in the 100 Days series. It's like pretty much every series I've done in terms of SMPs and everything in the past, well, literally since the beginning. So the past but for the 100 Days series, since we're focusing on mods more, I have dialed down the research packs. So most of the research packs are only targeting specific things, not the entire game. We are using shaders though, because I like shaders and my PC can, you know, run it decently. I got like 120 FPS out of 120 FPS, so max FPS basically, from when I was testing stuff. So we should be fine. But except shaders, I've only really got like little resource bits that change like little aspects of it. So the main game is going to be very vanilla looking, which I'm very excited for because I don't really play vanilla looking Minecraft too much. I occasionally play single player Minecraft in my old world, but not a lot. So I mostly see it through this lens, or through the one of Pixel Network, or through, you know, MCC's texture pack for MCC Ireland. Oh, yeah, I mean, some copper ore. So I might switch to cam in a bit if I feel up to it. The one thing I miss, however, that this is like the little, this thing is like a 1.18, 1.17, 1.1918 mod. So I can't have it in the series. If you're wondering, the series is going to be 1.17 Minecraft. Specifically 1.17, not 1.17.1, it's 1.17, specifically. So I had to like work around that sort of in good and bad ways. There are mods that are amazing that are just only available for 1.17 max, but there's also some mods, like for example, the little hotbar slider thing that you see in the bottom there. That's only an 18 plus mod. Well, 1.18 in Minecraft. Why is my internet so poor? What the heck? Alright, chat. Give me a moment. I'll set this up. Oh god. But I don't know. I'm struggling to think. My bad. My chatters. I struggle. So I'm like, do I want to just chat? And, you know, can I just, oh. Can I not ruin the path I walk on? Lamau. I think I'll just run around in Minecraft and, you know, bear with me, kings. I'm just gonna run around in Minecraft for the lols. Old school times. Old school ways, you know. Let's put the copper in the super smelter. It's another quite nice little thing I did. Good times. But yeah, where was I? So yeah, anyways, being super excited for the series and everything, and I'm a few little bits and bobs I'm gonna try and figure out, like, you know, the whole how much does it impact my stream potentially, or my player experience if I were to replay mod record everything at the same time as I do my stream, because then I can have little time lapses in my videos and stuff like that. I don't know. I should be able to do that, but I'm just gonna like question some people. Oh, I forgot about all this copper in the ground level. Oh god. This is why I hope one day I'll be able to actually construct stuff with enough space. Like have a base that is big enough to keep actually all my stuff in one place instead of having everything everywhere and not knowing anything. Yeah. Let's make some more copper blocks, my friends. And the great thing is, since we're already down here, we can replace some of the ones that are already oxidized down here. There you go. There you go. We got everything that's already ready. There you go. And then we go and replace these bits. If you're wondering why we're doing it like this is kind of like passive aging, because this is already copper, so instead of waxing this and A, wasting wax, and B, you know, everything else, we just kind of use this in addition to normally aging copper, like in a field. Since it's, you know, it's already here, you know, why not use it to also age copper and just replace it periodically? And you know, in the best circumstances, someone doesn't go down here for ages and then they come down and everything's correctly oxidized. So again, so I don't really know to give you a date on when the 100 days series is gonna start. I don't really know, because I'm sort of torn between you know, I'm very, very excited, I really want to get started with it, but I also want it to be like perfect, if that makes sense, because I put so much work into it. So I'm gonna try and make sure that I feel really like secure that everything's gonna work out properly and all that stuff. Let's make some stairs. There you go. We're still, oh, it wasn't stairs, it was slabs. Oh, I miscrafted. God damn it. Now I've got random stairs I don't need. Pain. I randomly have a headache now. That's annoying. I hate when I miscraft, where I just automatically craft something. Because I was like still thinking of the stairs for the starter house in the other SMP. That's why I immediately crafted stairs. Even though this texture pack is completely different. Oh my god. Imagine if I only played vanilla Minecraft, I would get even more mixed up between things. Like usually the visual clues are enough, but a bit headachy for no reason right now. Alright, kings. Let me think. So yeah, I don't really know what I'm gonna give like a date. If it's gonna be this week or it depends. It really, really does depend. But don't worry, I will announce in advance the first day, because I know like if you're starting a new series, you want like people to have a chance to get in on it at the start, basically. So, you know, you don't want a scenario where the first stream of something isn't properly announced. So don't worry. Like once I like am confident that everything's gonna work on a technical level, and I am free with like time and brain space, I will announce it, and it'll be like probably a day or two in advance. So don't worry about that, Kings, in the slightest. Don't worry about it. I was saying, it might very well be after Halloween, though. I might want to do some cool spooky stuff beforehand and use the few days we still have of October to the maximum advantage. Like the other series is not, like the series isn't particularly spooky themed, so I think it could wait until after Halloween, which when is Halloween? My sense of time has been very off. Oh, it's like Monday. So it could be like not this week, but next week. That's my rough estimate. I'll update you. I'm back. I was gone for a little. I was just saying like a rough estimate of when I think we will start the 100 Days of Modern Minecraft single player series. And that it will likely be in the first week of November, so post Halloween. But I will let you know the specific day and time, which time is probably going to be usual time, like 7 to 8 p.m. No, 6 to 7 p.m. BST. But I will let you know like the specific time and specific day, a day or two in advance of when the day is, so that you're able to be there on the first stream of this new project. Because I know that it can be kind of overwhelming to be like, oh man, I want to get this series going, and then you see the first VOD and then you missed it and you're like, oh. So yeah, basically that. I'm gonna do jumpies. We could do the little parkour up with wings though, because I don't care. I don't care. Hold on, let's get this so we can stack this. There you go. Let me fly in. I've got to see if I'll manage to watch all of them since I'm going for Spain for the week. Oh, don't worry, man. It'll not be this week. It'll maybe be next week. And I'm not gonna even if I am excited, I try to balance out stuff so it's not just one type of content all of the time, both for my own and you guys' interest. So we'll see how it goes. I don't know, I'm just headachy. Pain. Why now? Why now? I'm just trying to have fun. Yeah, the start of November. Oh, you're going at the start of November. Oh yeah. No, well, we'll see. We'll see how it goes. Again, I'll probably like announce it with jazz. I'll probably announce it with time to spare. I'll try my best on that so you guys are aware of when something happens. And such and such. And I'm very, very excited to start playing and make it like a real proper YouTube series with everything included. Let's see if I've never tried this part, oh, and this is why I have the wings, because imagine dying every time you do this. That'd be boring. Why is everyone going to Spain, by the way? What the heck? Sometimes. Okay, we should be back. Refresh. I can spell refresh. My god, OBS. Sometimes you really are my greatest enemy. Chat, we're back. Refresh if you haven't already. We back. We back. Yes, yes. I don't know, OBS decided to wait like 2 minutes to reconnect, I guess. Even though everything was already fine. Anyways, where was I? I keep getting very distracted, chatters, and it is annoying. Back but on. Oops. Well, so ads support me though, so I appreciate people watching. Or subscribe, generally, or with Prime if you don't want to see ads. I do very few ads though, comparatively. Oh, I literally have not done the first jump of the hard. I overestimated the... I overestimated my ability to jump or to speak at this point, you know. It goes, no, it's fine. It's alright, you know, just support me a little bit, you know. Let me try and do this hard parkour bit. Oh, that's you, Kai. Hello. Hello. Hello, hello. I've literally not done the hard parkour bit once. It's a little bit funny. Not even done the first jump here. Oh, it's the glass jumps. I hate glass jumps. Oh, yeah, no. That's annoying. I'm not doing that. I'm not doing that. I like just jumping about and flying in Minecraft. I think it's super fun. Real quick, I'm sorry for being bad at communicating, understanding stuff. Sure. What? In what sense? Do the easy. Oh, the easy parkour, yeah. Hold on. Let me go up. Oh, we're back. And I'm just trying to land in the middle here. Let me go up. Like, you're meant to not do it with a lighter. You're meant to do it, like, straight up. But that means that if you fall, you die. And I just don't care. Like, I care too much about my death count. And I care enough about my levels to not do that. Because it's annoying to me. I don't care about this game mode, honestly. It has, like, a whole scenario set up of, like, oh, you get, like, tokens and all that jazz. But I don't care. I literally don't care. Like, it's not fun enough for that. That's my truth. And also, it's just not worth it. If I want to do like good parkour, I just go on parkour server and not on the Prrp SMP. Because originally this was meant to be a flying game. Like when originally proposed, this was a flying game. And then midway through, the builder changed their mind and was like, nah, it's gonna be a parkour game then. And I was like, oh, wait, you wanted the easy. The easy is up here. There you go. That's the easy path here. And then you go here, 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 and here. I just meant sorry for when I don't understand something. Oh yeah. Also, that's not meant to be here, I don't think. Oh, no worries, man. I'll try my best. I'll try my best to speak as accessibly as I can. But sometimes I like to show off my fancy words, you know? I spent a lot of years learning this goddamn language. I feel like I want to say some fancy words. I've talked to people about this, right? So many times in my life, I will go for the harder word option. I could just make no speaking errors ever in my life if I were to just go with the lowest common denominator words, basically. Like stuff that I find easy. So if I were to do that, I would make no mistakes, but I would also not challenge myself. So I go for harder to say words sometimes, even if I will mess up and not say them properly. But that's just how I go about it. That's just how I am fun and quirky, like, you know? Oh, thank you for sleeping. I appreciate that. There you go. I'm doing pop up. God damn it. I hate this. I hate this parkour so much. I hate it with a viscosity that is unparalleled. That's not even what that word means, but that's how I go about it. I just say shit sometimes. Oh, there's creepers. I didn't like those. They should be despawned sometime soon. That area's not lit up. There you go. Let me wander. There you go. There you go. There you go. Let me put some stuff away, because we've got this random stuff in my inventory that's meant to go. I'm trying to think of anything fun. I mean, I did stream yesterday, so like I didn't really do that much. So no, but I'm so excited for board game night chat on Friday because I'm gonna see Blue Moderator again. I haven't seen him since Gamescom like 2 months ago, and I'm very excited specifically. Like, I'm generally excited because I'm gonna see a bunch of other people as well, but like, you know, I'm specifically excited for Blue. So, yeah, that's gonna be fun. I'm very hyped. There's lots and lots of stuff going on, and yeah, big hype. Oh, I'm tired, man. You left your door open, FYI. Did I? Oops. Let me close my door then. Thank you for the reminder. Oh, I actually need to go in. Hold on. Let's put some saplings in there. Let's put a bit of gunpowder here, a bit of spider eye there. Bit of oak shenanigans in there. There's like 2 stone. Put the stone here. That there. The spare bed. I keep random spare beds in here for no reason. As it goes, you know, as it goes. Let's try and get my farms going. Yeah, yes. Might make this a short stream today, chat. I don't know, I very randomly got extremely tired and also have a headache now. I don't really know why. I didn't do anything particularly different. So we might make this a bit shorter. We'll do a bit of one shot though. Because I said I would. And I like to keep my word when I can. So yes, my family has returned from holiday as well. So that's oh, I forget. God damn it. That's like another thing as well that I gotta get used to, because I've gotten quite used to being on my own for a while. It's nice. Free house and all that. There you go. We're making ourselves some sticks. If you're wondering what that is, that's Mathematica, because I keep forgetting and clicking stuff with sticks in my hand. It happens, it happens. But I don't know. So went live quite late, so maybe that's that. Maybe that's the thing. What is that? Strange. Anyways, let me trade some sticks with the Fletchers up here. There you go, and then the next one. There you go. Got 21. Nice, lovely new emeralds. So let's buy some food from that. Yeah. There you go. Full stack in a bit. Oh, I actually need to spend all of my emeralds. What else? I'll do quartz instead. There you go. You go home. Homewoods. Not onwards, homewoods. My god. Try to think of anything, any occurrences, but my mind is blank. Just like my, I don't know where this was going. I was thinking about, I really liked what we talked about yesterday. I think yesterday or the day before, I don't really know. When we talked about like generation stuff, and I was telling you guys about reconnecting with one of my old friends. That was nice. A bank account. Well, not as much though, Kings. I've got a bit of savings, which, considering the current political climate, is kind of, you know, it's kind of comforting. Not gonna lie. So, like, my bank account's fine. It's fine. I haven't had luck on getting a Lego set yet, unfortunately. I'm keeping my eye out. I've got my eye out for one specific car Lego kit that I'm really hoping to get, but it is like a thrifty, trying to get something very cheap kind of movement. Well, because like the kit new, like if I were to buy it new, it would be hard expensive. the Lego guy. No, like a kit to buy to do a stream where we do Lego, and also just because I just straight up want to do Lego. It's nice to have like little hobbies you do with your hands that aren't like looking at a screen. Like I have a lot of hobbies that are connected to looking at a screen. I draw like digital art, I stream, I play video games, I talk to people on the internet, like my friends on the internet. Yeah, you know what I mean, chatters. You do the same thing. I don't know why I over-explain. It's probably because I want to be understood properly. But yeah, I have a lot of hobbies that are like looking at screens, so it is nice to have some bits like doing puzzles or drawing or traditionally, or like paint by numbers and stuff like that. Like little bits you do that, you know, stimulate you without looking at screens all the time. So yeah, I think Lego will be another one that could fit the bill, right? But I want to try and strike a balance between doing kits, like Legos kits that I find cool and that are display worthy, without spending like my monthly income on that. Just saying. Oh, I did get a book in the mail, chatters. There's probably like 0 people in this chat who will find this book interesting, but I am a big, like, I'm not only a big collector, I'm also a big scavenger. Like, I like looking for good deals and everything. Oh, that's you. Hello. I'm just crouching on the floor. Hello. Let me give you... Thank you for the flower. I appreciate it. You got some quartz from me there that I just bought. What was I? Interested in Lego. Oh yes, books. So like I'm a big like scavenger when it comes to, like, a few years ago I started to do this, but like I love finding something valuable for lower like monies and going and like getting good deals and snagging like something 50-60 something percent off, like that kind of stuff. I find very like happy. I don't know, it just gives me good sparks. Okay, it's not like what you like. Okay, let me explain this. Right, what I mean by that is sort of like there's stuff that just makes me like sparky. Okay, like you know. And like it's little things sometimes that I'm just like, okay. I mean, literally what I'm trying to say is finding something that I like, stuff like, for example, books, and buying it secondhand for really cheap makes me feel like this. And ironically, I get yippee emotions from like finding little scavengey things and then like getting them for free or cheap. And since I love book collecting anyways, it's nothing more satisfying to me than buying a book secondhand with like really cheap. Because right, it is yippee. It's like sparks. It's like a little sparky little bit, okay? And so whenever I don't really buy that many books new, not only because they're expensive, but also because I get like the extra like serotonin boost from having a good deal, which books, you know, full price from the bookstore are nice because I like books, but they, you know, you're not getting a deal, you're paying full price. So I very frequently scour around on eBay and stuff and have my eye on about 1 billion books at any given point to, you know, find good deals. And it's like books that I already wanted, but if I have the choice between buying it new for like 10 to 20 bucks or like paying a few on eBay and also, you know, not putting out new books into the world, I like the second-hand choice, okay? So I did get a book in the mail today that I got from eBay for like $5 total with shipping. I often just take them from the library. That's fair, but like I talked a lot about, like, I'm a big library enjoyer. I've literally had a library card since I was 4 years old. Like, I'm a massive library head. But on one hand, right, the selection is not great where I live, and I'm someone who I find travel journeying around, like, there's a limit to what I find comfortable. Like, if I have to take one bus and like one train, I'm fine, but if I have to like do a bunch of skips and do a bunch of rounding and it just takes forever, I just don't like it. So for me, going to another library than the local one is not really an option because it's too much of a hassle to get there. Thusly, I'm kind of limited to my local one, which only really has like super popular books or like thrillers. Which, fair enough, I do like a good thriller as much as the next guy, but like, you know. I'll just say that the specific books I like to read. Also, they don't have any non-fiction in English. Zero. Zilch. Absolutely nothing. Like, they only have fiction books in English. And we have like those little book nooks. I don't know, people leave books there and others can take them for free. Yeah, we got those too, free bookshelves. But again, the choices. This is what I mean, right? Like, if you're like a little guy like me, and I don't live like in a big cosmopolitan area, I live like in a relatively small town, right? And the surrounding area there's not lots of people. Stuff like free bookshelves or like the bookstores or libraries, especially libraries, they're very limited in what they offer in English, Kings. And I've read, unless it's a German original book, pretty much exclusively English books for the past 6 to 7 years. Like, it's my preferred language for pretty much everything. Speaking, writing, reading. So thusly, unless unavoidable, I'd prefer to read in English. But my local library, again, is not a massive cosmopolitan one, so the choices are limited. And it's only fiction books and only like really popular stuff and thrillers. So if I want to read anything in English non-fiction, I can't get it from the library in any case ever. Plus, right, the other thing is the free bookshelf. Sometimes you get a crazy steal, but most of the time it's people offloading really old books, which makes sense because people put books they think they can't sell in there, or sometimes they literally can't sell them. So if you go there, right, there's obviously like, it depends on the area. For example, the one that's near my mum's house, near my work, there is two kind of people that are 100% there. There's one person who always puts in a bunch of romance books, like chick lit. I don't really like that label, but you know what I mean, Kings. And then there's also someone who reads a lot of thrillers as well. So there's always like random psychological thrillers in that. I just characterize them as that. It could be multiple people. But I'm just saying, like, the books choices are either really outdated books, like random books from the 90s, or it's books I don't personally find interesting. And it's also typically very straight. Like, my reading, especially the last few years, has been very, very queer, both non-fiction and fiction, especially fiction, though. And there's just none of that there. So if I want the choices, I don't have a lot of choices except to buy, potentially. People do sell English books secondhand, though. Not a lot, but they do. But you have to scour for it. But the thing about it, right, I had this whole discussion with my friend Alex about it, where I made like a little quip since I was on my way to I'm often known to go to the post office. I'm very known amongst my real IRL friends to go to the post office all the time because I've sold books on eBay and I'm sending them off. Which I do. I sell what I don't want myself. I pass it on, right? And I made a little quip about like getting new money to buy more books, right? It wasn't like a super serious comment. It was more a joke. But like Alex took it quite seriously, and he went on like, yes, and listed exactly the kind of options. Like, oh, you don't need to, like, you could just go to the library and everything. And I was like, blah 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 blah. And I explained, and I was trying to like communicate something very like particular about it, right? But like I had a hard time articulating that in that conversation. But at the end of the day, right, aside from lack of options, which if there really were, if I really was pressed for options, there are surely options out there that I could take if I didn't want to buy anything. But one hand, I am just straight up someone who enjoys collecting stuff. I enjoy owning the things and looking at them in my shelf and sorting them and like rearranging my books. I like that. I've always liked shit like that. I'm a big collector type. So for me, I enjoy having the books that I like around me as like physical reminders of good times. I don't know. I just like it. So if I were to get like I have literally bought books that I first read from the library later on for my own collection. So I have the buying bit, and also I enjoy the experience of getting a good deal. Of like just then, the book that I arrived is a pretty hefty book called Team of Rivals. It is a non-fiction book about President Lincoln and his cabinet. It's a thick boy. It's like a several hundred-page book by an author that I've read another book of as well. And that is a book that has interested me for a long time. But I don't really buy a lot of nonfiction, especially thick ones, because they tend to be expensive. But this one, I got it for like $5 with shipping. It was $2 and then $3 shipping, which was incredible, because that's like maybe a quarter or so of the original asking price if you were to buy this book new, I believe. There's a book cafe near where I live, and it's not well known, so barely any people there. The books are really cool and LGBT friendly. I like so good books. I just sit there after school and read. That's so cool. I wish that was in my area. But I guess I live too rurally. Yeah, like my area's, I think, too like small for that. Would be too much interest, sadly. But yeah, so I have these two sides about like that are less about the availability and more about me. I just, even if I had loads of money and money wasn't a concern, I would still scour for secondhand books because I enjoy the experience of it. It's like pacing myself as well, because I will like observe books for weeks or months at a time. I don't always like immediately buy them. It's just fun, right? I don't know. I just enjoy that part of it. So yeah, Team of Rivals. Don't know when I'll read that because it's quite thick. Hold on, let me look how big it is. It's about 760 pages of raw content. It has like 200 pages of notes in the back, so it's like 900 pages total. But the notes you don't really read, so like 760 pages of non-fiction, mind you. So this is a hefty book, Kings. Like, yeah. And some people leave notes. I think that's so cute. That is cute. That sounds really fun. But yeah, so I have these two elements. Like, I don't know. I don't really know how to like communicate my relationship with reading or with books, because like there's a wise man once said reading books and buying books are two different hobbies, and I concurrently agree on the point that I'm a massive reader, but I'm also a massive book buyer, / collector, because again, it's not about the buying, it's about the getting and the collecting and the sorting. And I've never wanted for like a book since I started doing that, because I have a lot of unread books. So whenever I'm like in the mood for something specific, I tend to have something, you know, available to go after. So yeah, even if I were like the richest man in the world, I would not buy every book new. It doesn't give me the same spark. It just doesn't. It does occasionally, because it's like a treat if you buy yourself a new book, but I don't know. It's just cool. I like it, okay? I like it. I also like having my like bookshelves in my room and just being able to look at them, and it's like so physical as like an experience, which is also why I was very reluctant to switch over to digital games, because I also have a pretty sizable like game collection. But yeah, I switched over because of like money and availability issues. As in mostly availability, because like these days there's so many cool games that don't even get properly published. Like I want to buy books, but my parents are like, if you can't find it in the library, then no. That's fair. I mean, to be fair, I have like a job and my own money, so like I'm spending my own money, not my parents' money, on my escapades. And I'm not always particularly amazing with my money. I can be a bit of an impulsive spender, so I don't take everything I say for granted. But in many ways, having the ability to like save books for later, like observe them on eBay, and makes me not immediately buy everything I like, because I'm like, oh, this really good deal is there, but I don't need to take it right now, I can take it another time. So I'm just punching I'm just running around because I like it. But yeah, so I have the relationship with it that is kind of like, and I've only started book collecting a few years ago when I started having my own job, Kings. Don't worry. I started working myself, so they won't really let me. Okay, that's a bit BM. If you have a job, you should be able to spend your money on what you enjoy. Especially since, if I presume you still live at home, so you don't have to pay rent or anything, or have much living expenses. But I don't know. I don't know your family, so I'm not going to comment too much, but I'm just saying, in my opinion, once you earn your own money, you should be able to do your own financial decisions. At least small scale, like buying a book. Oh, I need to remember and write that down. God damn it. I just remembered something. I'll probably forget. Man. This might be a short stream for real. Because I've been thinking, will my headache go away? But it just hasn't. I'm really tired, even though it's only been like an hour and a half. Gosh damn. But let's do a bit of chatting at least still. A bit of chatting never hurt anyone. While I just run around the square. This is why I have crazy running counts on this server. I'm starting a manga series and I'm like buying a book or two once a month. That's fine. I had like a big manga phase when I was younger. I fell out of it though years ago. Specifically, right? My issue was I realized there's a few series I still want to continue, but I realized I didn't like the Endless series because it was too much. I got bored. So I liked the shorter series, and I was quite a like thriller / horror heavy reader. Not so much like the romancy side. And there's a few series I still want to finish, but some of them are really hard to get parts of. Like, you know that thing when you don't realize something is like gonna be rare, so it was like everywhere, but so you were like, I can always buy it later, and then it's later and you try to buy stuff or like find stuff, but you just can't. So yeah, there's like one series called Ikigami, which I really like, and I have like the first 3 parts, and it's a 10-part series, but the other parts are almost impossible to get. So many of them are so expensive or just straight up unavailable, and it sucks. But one day, chatters, one day. And then the other one is the manga series of Erased, because I got like the first 3 parts of that. I want to continue reading that. I think those are the main 2, if I remember. Yeah, that's the main 2. The other series I've already finished. So I enjoy like normal series, but hate filler episodes or something similar. In like TV shows I don't mind as much, but in books, I don't know. I'm mostly, I don't know. So basically how I love that one. I enjoyed Erased so much. Yeah, it's really good. I have like the first 3 parts? Yeah, I have the first 3 parts. I don't know why I always end up with 3s. But there's a bunch of series I started as well, and then I abandoned and everything. But yeah, at this point, I don't really start new manga series. I just want to finish the 2 that I still have ongoing. So I do occasionally read some manga, but like I'm more like a graphic novels kind of reader these days. Similar to enough to I don't really regularly watch manga. Watch anime, sorry. I occasionally watch an anime sometime, but like, I don't know. I don't have much like driving me there. I've enjoyed the series I've watched, don't get me wrong. Like I've watched back in the day, I watched half of Death Note, and you know exactly which half. And exactly to which point, if you've ever like interacted with Death Note much. I don't know, it just lost its touch afterwards, I thought. I just got bored. That's the real truth. Like, I don't know. I say that, right? I have like such a weird, me neither, but occasionally it's good. Sometimes, yeah. I watched, was it Violet Evergarden a few years ago? That one was quite good. I watched Yuri on Ice, which was quite enjoyable. Not much of a sports anime type, but like, that one was good. I'm trying to think which ones are. I watched a little bit of, what is that? That one anime with the death games and it's sweet. I don't remember, but that one. I also watched part of that, but only a few episodes. But I don't know. Trying to think. The thing is, right, I am like the least consistent guy ever, which is so annoying because like I can't really make absolutist statements about so many bits about myself because I just completely contradict myself 3 seconds later, and then I'm like, bro. So for real though, I was about to say, oh yeah, like I think it's too many episodes, but also the kind of person who has been obsessed with a TV show that watched 20 seasons in 2 months. So like, I don't know what that says about me. The other one half, you need therapy. Yeah, no, I just can't be asked at this point. But that's the thing, right? I'm very inconsistent. Like, if I basically, I get very intently interested in stuff, and then I can absolutely stomach like a billion hours of something. Like, I will be obsessed, very obsessed, and it's fine. And I have no issue like I was literally called like nicknamed Kirby by some old friends of mine because I would just inhale TV shows, especially like a maniac. Like my god, I really have no chill when it comes to like liking something, and then I will just devour it. No like issues. But I need to be in that mindset of like, I am obsessed with this. If I don't care, I have very little patience, and I will just, you know, lose interest immediately. So I have literally, there's so many shows that I really enjoy, and I've watched like dozens of seasons of them, no issue. Like binge watched them over the course of a few months or so. So I don't know, there's a few shows that I like that have been in like 20 plus seasons, and that's fine, but there's no rhyme or reason with what I get so interested in. Short question: what sane mind would place a whole town with villages next to an outpost? Well, we just don't care, do we? Those are the natives. We like New Australia so much, and they were just here first, but like, we just kind of deal with them, you know? We just kind of deal with them. Plus, I'm not that close to them, so usually they don't wander up here. It's roughly secured, but we just don't care. And like, literally everyone is typically geared up enough that it's not a problem. Because we're very like late game, most of the active players have been on for 6, 7, 8 months. So at this point, it's really accidentally smuggled one in the Netherlands. Wow, that's funny. Here we have the massive portal over here. I'm just gonna kill some pillagers. That's actually a good shout. That's a mindless activity we could do while chatting. So yeah, I don't know. I get very like, there's like no rhyme or reason. There's so many bits, like. So much random, just incredibly intense knowledge that I just acquire for no reason. Like, I genuinely wonder about my memories sometimes. So I'm like, why is it that I just forget? Like, sometimes I literally, like, when I was at work, right? I was walking and, like, going up to deliver a paper to a house. I turned around, I went back to my little cart with my papers on, and I genuinely couldn't remember if I'd actually delivered a paper to that house or not. Like, I was genuinely like, did I just already deliver, or was I about to deliver? And it was like a little bit funny, but also a little bit annoying, because I'm like, brother, why am I like this? However, so that's that, like, I have that bit where sometimes I will just forget the most, like, stuff that literally happened 3 seconds ago. But then other times I'll remember extreme details of conversations or, like, interests I've had in the past, or that I still am interested in, and I will remember those extreme minute details for years. It's ridiculous. Because remember when I told you boys I was reconnecting with some old friends, before I was about to call them, right? My dad just found me like, yeah. When I was like about to call them, I was like thinking back to what we last talked to, or like when I last talked to those people, and I hadn't talked to them about like a year and a half or so, and I still remembered like very like minute details about their life and like what they were on about like that long ago, and I was like, why do I still remember this? Or I will just remember like a character, like lore decisions for like ages, because I am just like that. Oh, I can talk about this. I didn't get to talk about this for such a long time. I reminded myself, now I'm happy. One of the things I used to do a lot more, and I haven't really done it a bit, but like I feel like doing it right now because like I am a gremlin. Is Prrp SMP lore talks chatters. If you don't know, I'm quite interested in the lore, and I've been for like a year and a half. And I do have my favorites and everything. Blah 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 blah. And I used to do that a lot more frequently, that whenever something had happened, I would talk about it on stream because it's fun and it's like an interest of mine. So But I haven't really done about the last thing, but like specifically what I'm interested in again. Like I have my favorite characters and like who do I pay attention to and everything. And you guys, I mean, you guys know. I mean, you guys can probably guess a few of them at this point. Like you know, based on just like the streamers I enjoy and everything. Because typically there's sort of a correlation where the characters that you're most interested in an SMP are played by the streamers that you most like. Okay, gotta go. Maybe catch up tomorrow, maybe not. Alright, bye-bye, Kai. But, yeah, so there was that whole egg lore and everything. I'm not super up-to-date on every bit of the egg lore. Have to go ASAP physics test. Damn, good luck on your physics test, man. GG. You've got this. So yeah, but I was so happy that we got a little bit of character Tubbo on the Prrp SMP Kings. He's yes. I mean I'm a Tubbo enjoyer. It's not a secret at this point at all. Like this reminds me, chat. This is a funny meme, and it's just the lads. You know, I'm sure you'll appreciate this. Again, with the whole remembering minute details that no one gives a shit about, but like. I don't know, what, okay, hands up in the chat if you were a yellow viewer before March 2022. Before March. Hold up your hand or like type a message in chat, like saying me or something if you've been here since before March. It's like slowly becoming like the more elusive. Like the absolute OGs are the people who started watching me in 2021 still. But start of 2022 is still really like OG. If any of you guys have been here since then, follow age. Oh, you've been here a long ass time, James. My gosh. I just wonder if you were there at the time. Which is March. Start of March. I can look up the meme, but I think April. Damn. But yeah. Basically, March is the last time and the only time since I started streaming in late September 2021, which at this point is a year and a month ago or so. Is that true? Yeah, it's a year and a month ago, so 13 months. Since I started streaming that long, since I started streaming back then, the only time I have ever taken a break longer than 2 days consecutively was in March. Thank you. I'm just, by the way, if you're wondering why I'm running around here, specifically to Age of the Copper. You go, James. Oh no, you're going, Guy. You were saying bye to James. Sorry, that was stupid of me. But yeah, if you were here back there, then that's the only time I've ever streamed for 3 days in a row, if I remember correctly. And why did I do that? For my mental health? No, absolutely not. I did that, and why I'm asking for like the time frame was specifically also for my mental health, to be honest, but like since I had basically like almost daily streamed for months on end with little breaks. But one of the main reasons was because that was when Tubbo did his subathon, and I watched a lot of that. So I streamed very, like, not a lot during it. It's the only time in my entire time streaming where I've taken 3 days in a row off. It was good times. But yeah, so that was good times. Man, that's so long ago now, which is crazy because it kind of feels like it wasn't away. But and the fact that that basically the reason was I was watching streams myself, or well, one stream myself. And I'm generally someone who enjoys subathons a lot, so I do watch it frequently. But yeah, so I'll look it up back. But my wonderful esteemed friend Red Moderator made a meme at the time, which I fondly think back to very frequently. Let me try and find it though. This is too far back. Must be... Oh my gosh, that's October. Jesus, why am I back in October? What the heck? That's Christmas. I'm looking for the meme. Yes, there we go. 6 months, all right. So you weren't there back then, but you've been here a long time, Kai. I appreciate that. And specifically, it was It was Red Water. Found your old account. Okay, makes sense. It was a meme that Red Moderator made that is of a message, you know, I'm just going to describe this because I'm not going to send it, but like, it is like a message from like a McDonald's that says, we are currently out of boy toys, sorry for the inconvenience, and Red titled it, Yellow Chat during Tubathon. I think back to that meme on a regular basis, Kings. It is a wonderful little memory. But yeah, so I don't think at this point it's like too much of a secret. I've not made much of a secret of my you know, of my enjoyment of him as a streamer. And also, sorry, I'm getting knocked. Yes, I am live. Yes, obviously. Also, don't speak, I told you. Man. I should get a I am live sign, chatters, on my door so people know, because my family would just ignore me. SMH. Anyways, back to my point here. What does he, by the way, what does my dad mean? Still, it's like 11:30, and it's not a school day. What the heck? Anyways, back to my point, right? It's not a particular secret. So I mean, it's not a surprise that I also enjoy his character on the Dream SMP, and yeah, so we got a little bit of that. Like again, the egg lore, I'm relatively ambivalent about. I know a bit about it. I think it's cool, but like I'm not super invested in it personally, which I think is fair. Everyone's got their own little favorite arcs and characters and everything. But I'm of course interested if, like, you know, if characters that I am more invested in appear in it. And there was a little bit, even though Tubbo didn't have time to be in the lore because the lore was delayed. Because, goddammit. Lore planning is difficult, to be fair. I know from personal experience. But yeah, it was nice to just see the little lad and get some character interactions and everything. And yeah, it's just good stuff. I don't know, I kind of lost my point halfway through, not gonna lie. But alas, I enjoy that meme. I think back to it frequently. Because yeah, that's the only time that I've done more than 2 days in a row of no streams. Which I think 2 days in a row is not really a break. It's sort of like a little interlude. That's not really a proper full break. I don't know. At this point, I don't necessarily feel like I need too much of a break, though. I'm kind of just calm and chill with you boys. We've got like our good rhythm and everything, and I know that if I'm feeling poorly on a particular day, I can take the day off. I'm not like strangled in my own schedule. Like, it's all good. But yeah. So it was nice. But I am also watching like a lot of Rats SMP, and I'm loving like what comes out of that, like both the light-hearted stuff and the slightly less light-hearted stuff, and it's just good, Kings. If you're looking for a good SMP to watch, Rats SMP is absolutely wonderful. It's delightful, it's got great character dynamics, it's got wonderful production value, it's just very atmospheric. There's probably a POV for everyone in there. There's the more chaotic ones, like Tubbo is one of the more chaotic ones. Ollie Orion Sound is quite like the little trash goblin. Quite literally, there's the more like building-minded ones. If you enjoy that, like I think Martin does a lot of, in Little Wood Martin does a lot of building. Snifferish does a lot of building. Beckyamon has been doing quite a bit of building, but she's also been doing good like roleplay shenanigans, and there's a bunch of stuff going on with it, and I'm very happy to see it thriving so much, because I'm sure that the people, because it's like the first SMP done by Owen Orange Juice and Apo Kuna, and their like production thing. They've got like a production company, and it's like their first big SMP, and I'm so happy for them that it's been going well from like a content creator standpoint, but also I'm happy as a viewer to have like a good thing, because sometimes when people do SMPs, it kind of, you know, it can fizzle out real quick, or it can feel like the idea was greater than the execution, but the execution of the Rats SMP has been wonderful. It's been brilliant. It's just been such a wonderful little thing to watch, and I've done a bit less fan art now, because I need to catch up on some POVs, but in general, I am very happy just experiencing it as an SMP. And yeah, there's some crazy shenanigans. They've added cats now. There's like quests and everything. Is very cool. And yeah, GG, shout out to Appo and Owen for their first thing going so well. I mean, not a surprise. Owen is quite a prolific lore person, I guess. That makes sense. I'm like, man, I never really got into Outsiders SMP because when it started, I didn't really like know too many of the people, and I only like was aware of some of the streamers involved by the time the SMP was already like nearing its end. So I really want to catch up on some POVs for that. It's a similar thing with Bear SMP. I only watched a little bit of it when it was actually going on, and then I afterwards caught up with a few of the storylines that interested me. So I guess I'm going to do the same with Outsiders, because I heard from a lot of people that it actually expanded upon the source material that it's based on in a really cool way. So I'm excited for that. Plus there's a bunch of people that I like in it as well. So, but I'm so behind. I don't know why. I just have brain worms for stuff that is not the stuff I meant to catch up on. Like, I'm also really behind on Grian's Hermitcraft episodes, and on Skaza Hermitcraft episodes, and on Empires as well. I gotta stop. I don't know what happened there, but it's fine. It's fine, Copium. I'm kidding, but it's not that big of a deal. Like, one day I'll just get hyped and then like watch everything. That's how it goes usually. Alright, chat. Alright. I think we'll leave it as a short one today. Well, it's still already almost 2 hours, but yeah. I've just kind of been running around talking for the last 20 minutes or so. But yeah, let me check for tomorrow, Kings. Let me check tomorrow. Also didn't do one shot, but it's fine. We'll do one shot tomorrow, and we'll do Pokemon tomorrow, Kings. I think that'll be fun. I'll try and start a bit early and have more energy for tomorrow, Kings, and also not have a headache. But yeah, that was fun. We did a bit of crafting and mining, and a little bit of chatting as well. It's been lovely, Kings. I appreciate it. I always appreciate hanging out with you lot. You're quite lovely. And yeah, I'm also happy to see like you cat jamming earlier in the stream. That was very sweet of you lads. I'll send you over to my friend Mike, who's doing some art. It's kind of like a chill vibe, you know, a little bit of chillin'. I think you'd like that. And yeah, more episodes of Funbox Squareblock to come. If you haven't seen the episode, I'd love for you to see it. I think it turned out quite nicely. YouTube, there you go. No new VODs have been really published recently because I was focusing all my energy on getting the YouTube video out. But more VODs soon on the VODs channel. VODs channel's here if you're wondering. Subscribe, and yeah, see you tomorrow probably. Well, as in like, I hope I see you tomorrow for Pokemon in one shot. Much love.